Hello there. Does anyone remember the scene from Finding Nemo? When Dory and Marlin meet the angry anglerfish? Well, we are about to discuss a love story about fish. No, not these fishes, but this fish, the anglerfish. This is inseparable love. How two anglerfish, or more, fuse in love. We begin our story in the murky depths of the Atlantic Ocean, where most anglerfish live. Two fish would soon become one. Let's meet Timothea, a female lophiform with the prettiest esca in all the sea. You see, female anglerfish have these luminescent bulbs called escas that come from symbiotic bacteria. So the bacteria inside helps their escas glow while being connected to a strong dorsal spine. These escas help them lure other fish since they live in the dark sea. So Timothea's esca's light shines so bright in the deepest waters, luring other fish, like Chalamet, a male lophiform with the most timid crush on Timothea. Male lophiforms are much smaller in size compared to the females, about 1/116th of its partner size. They have soft skin, two small eyes, and are simple creatures that don't even have ears. So this small fish had the biggest crush on Timothea. But there was something that Chalamet saw in Timothea. Her big mouth, huge teeth, and beady eyes that he so dearly loved. Chalamet would see how all the other anglerfish chased Timothea, and that broke his heart. He believed he never stood a chance with the girl of his dreams. Until one day, something amazing happened. Timothea released her pheromones near Chalamet. You see, these love pheromones are released by female anglerfish to let a male sniff and track her. Males have the largest proportional nostrils of any creature on Earth, which they can use for their sniff search. These pheromones are secreted chemical factors that trigger a social response in members of the same species. So now Chalamet was ready to swim up to Timothea in hopes of a future together. They met, they laughed, they fell in love. The two fish now prepared to mate. The bite of love. Chalamet will now bite Timothea with his denticles. These pincer-like denticles are tooth-like projections that sit at the front tips of their jaws that were developed after losing their normal teeth going through metamorphosis. This transformation factor when going from immature form to adult form is absolutely necessary for the mating. Chalamet, as the male, proceeded to attach to the stomach region of Timothea in an upside-down position, as most males do. It's a very parasitic way of love with the bite. Then we have the fusion. After the bite, his mouth dissolves and the tissues of both fuse with one another like parasites. This fusion, when reproducing, is possible due to the lack of immune system keys that allow antibodies to mature and create receptors for T cells. These T cells are a type of white blood cells called lymphocytes. They help the immune system fight off things like disease. So not having these antibodies allow anglerfish to mesh tissues. Back to the story. Timothy and Chalamet now share the love. They now fuse their circulatory system, sharing blood and skin now, which allows Timothea to now provide the nutrients for both while he fertilizes the eggs. Two things continue to function for him: the gills for breathing and the testes for spawning. And again, this is possible since their immune protection doesn't have a bodily response called adaptive immunity that identifies and eliminates foreign threats like viruses. Chalamet is now happier than ever. You see, male anglerfish can never mature without attaching to a female and die if they can't fuse to another. This is thought to be an adaptation to save energy since they now depend on their partner. They are born searching for love and desperately need it. So, till death do they die, basically. So now the pair can live happily ever after. Or not. You see, Timothea is a polyandrous female. She can keep her options open. Sorry, Chalamet. Some female species can form simultaneous parabiosis with multiple males. They can carry as many as 6 parasitic males at one time. Because remember, they're attached to her, giving her as much sperm as she wants. And all of the males attached to her can remain alive due to her sharing her nutrients with them. But let's get back to Timothea's and Chalamet's personal love story. Yes, he was sad he had to share his love with others, but he knew the importance of having babies and was willing to share her with the others. Timothea was now ready to reproduce, and the fertilization takes place externally. They both release their sperm and eggs into the water at the same time. The synchrony of this sperm and egg release is likely arranged through hormonal communication, which just means both their bodies know when to release together. After years of living together, Chalamet grew larger as the years went on. Most males will grow larger than any free-swimming male anglerfish when attached, and lived around 25 years with Timothea. The end. Thank you so much for listening to this love story, and have a great day.